Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I'm Sheetal Joon and you're watching today's legal news where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country and world. Starting with the headlines. Downloading and watching child pornography is an offence under POSCO and IT Act rules Supreme Court sets aside Madras High Court order. PMLA restrictions can't override right to liberty enshrined in the Constitution, rules Bombay High Court. Delhi High Court stays enforcement of Rs 300 crore arbitral award against ENI Group. FIR registered against Rahul Gandhi for statement on Sikh rights. Now the news in detail. In a significant verdict, the Supreme Court has ruled that downloading, storing and watching child pornography does constitute an offence under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences POCSO Act 2012 and the Information Technology IT Act 2000. A division bench of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice J.B. Pardewala has set aside the Madras High Court order whereby the contrary was held, calling it an egregious error. In January this year, the Madras High Court had cancelled the criminal proceedings against a man from Chennai who was charged under the two acts, observing that mere downloading pornographic content involving children on mobile phone is not an offence. The Supreme Court had reserved the verdict in an appeal against the impugned judgment, terming the observations as atrocious. Restoring the proceedings, the division bench has now held that publishing and sharing child pornography content was already an offence apart from creating and downloading such material. It has asked the central government to bring in an amendment to replace the word child pornography with child sexually abusive and exploitative material. It also directed other courts to not use the word child pornography in such cases henceforth. Stringent conditions under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act cannot override the fundamental right to liberty under Article 21, the Bombay High Court has said while granting bail to a 72-year-old man. The trial in the case of alleged bank fraud for which the applicant was arrested was not likely to conclude anytime soon as he was suffering from cancer, Justice Madhav Jamdar noted in the order. Restrictions imposed by the laws such as the PMLA melt down where an accused has suffered long incarceration and the trial is inordinately delayed, the judge said. Despite the restrictive statutory provisions like the Section 45 of the PMLA, the right of an accused under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution cannot be allowed to be infringed, Justice Jamdar held. Under Section 45 of the PMLA, a court, while granting bail to an accused in a money laundering case, must be satisfied that there are reasonable grounds to believe that he is not guilty and/or is above 60 years of age or a woman or is sick and infirm. Article 21 protects the fundamental right to life and personal liberty. The Delhi High Court has stayed the further enforcement of a Rs 300 crore arbitral award that a consortium led by the ONGC won against the Italian energy multinational ENI Group in 2021. Justice Pratik Jalan passed the stay order after the ENI Group deposited Rs 296 crore in the High Court, which also gave liberty to the ONGC to initiate appropriate proceedings with regard to the money lying in the international bank account of the group. However, the High Court allowed the Italian group to file its objections to the execution petition filed by the ONGC. According to ONGC, the foreign energy company is liable to pay nearly $32 million in terms of the award. The three-judge arbitral tribunal had unanimously in July 2021 asked the ENI Group to pay ONGC and others the awarded sum along with the interest from August 2013 until the date of realization. The Karnataka BJP has filed a formal police complaint at the High Grounds police station in Bengaluru against Congress MP Rahul Gandhi over his recent remark in the US, where he claimed that the fight in India was about whether Sikhs would be allowed to wear a turban, kada and visit a Gurudwara. Amit Malviya, the BJP IT cell chief, later confirmed that an FIR had been lodged in the connection with the complaint. The FIR calls for action against Gandhi for making divisive and proactive remarks that allegedly targeted scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes and endanger India's internal security, sovereignty, unity and integrity by his comments about Sikhs. The BJP's Karnataka state unit has demanded a police investigation into Gandhi's statements and legal action against him. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. Subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android devices for the latest legal updates.